Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to a neat one. This is a good old game for sure. Welcome to Manhunt. Now, Manhunt needs no introduction. Let me start by saying I love this game. I absolutely adore it. I love Manhunt too. I think they are fantastic games. I think Manhunt is a phenomenal game purely based on its characterization of James Earl Cash, its premise, which I find unique, and its enemies. Everything else can really go to the wayside for me. Manhunt needs no introduction. It is a Rockstar Games title that created pandemonium in just about every group, aside from, the people with working brains in their heads. The connection that people draw between things like Marilyn Manson and school shootings are the people that draw those comparisons are the same people that draw comparisons between video games and violence. There is absolutely no link that can be found between video games and violence, right? People that commit violent acts that have a copy of Manhunt sitting at home committed violent acts because they're mentally unwell. And I think that says more about the healthcare policies of a country than it does about the video games. But Rockstar has been too busy scamming 10-year-olds for shark credit cards on GTA Online. I'm not the biggest Rockstar fan anymore. The last good Grand Theft Auto was 4. Nico Bellic was a G. That was a fantastic experience. Maybe we'll play that on the channel. But I could really care less about GTA 5 or 6 or... Red Dead is the exception. Rockstar did nail Red Dead, and I'll die on that hill. But without being too much of a negative Nancy, it is almost 4 in the morning, and I'm hitting my sleepy wall. So I figured what we'd do is we'd hop in here, and I don't know where the hell this is going to go in the schedule, but I'm going to put it somewhere because I just got a patch that should fix this PC version. Manhunt. You play as James Earl Cash. It is a single-player, third-person stealth horror game. Amongst other stealth titles that came out around this time, this is a 2003 game with its sequel released 4 years later in 2007. Do you know what else was released around this time? Hitman. Right? And Hitman did not have nearly as much of a controversy. The reason being, from what I can gather, outside of just widespread pandemonium and people, looking for an excuse to demonize something, it's a witch hunt, right? You're looking for people use herd mentality to gang up on the least common denominator, right? To gang up on something that they can put this pseudo actionable intelligence behind, right? They can push a narrative. Manhunt was that. It's like Marilyn Manson for, the Columbine school shooting, which, whatever. I'm not here to argue about that stuff. But Manhunt featured what people described as really realistic deaths, right? And it went through 3 waves of censorship. So now the camera angle is... the game's about snuff films, right? You're a violent felon who has been taken off the death row table on the day of their execution because a rich billionaire who makes snuff films, a disgraced filmmaker, think of a Tarantino type with a infinite black book, essentially, or black budget. So he takes this dude and he's like, "You're going to be our leading man." This is from the era when games came with really cool what are they called? Really good guidebooks, manuals. Anyways, the manual for Manhunt took the form of a magazine, and it was really, really cool. You had like ads for different services and, you know, all this lore that was jam-packed into the game. Snuff films are a really interesting urban legend, and not quite the most urban legend, but definitely one that's near and dear to my heart, because I used to go down the rabbit hole, the snuff film rabbit hole, thinking that you know, everything online was somehow connected to the dark web, the deep web, connected to red rooms, or like whatever the hell. You know, we all spent a much more time on Live Leak than we probably should have at one point in our lives, and that is a bygone era of the internet where the internet was a lot more scary. Anyways, so Manhunt is one of these games that didn't feature super impressive graphics, didn't have the craziest story, had pretty good gameplay. I mean, it's enjoyable. You know, it's a good stealth action title, but people lost their minds over the violence and its portrayal of violence because they thought it was too realistic. So we're going to look at it together and go through all the different stages of executions and whatnot, and we'll talk about it and talk about how it holds up now as a whole. Here's a fun callback to older games. You see at the bottom, to adjust our brightness, it's a very rudimentary menu screen, something you'd see in an indie project nowadays. It says, to best experience Manhunt, you should turn off the lights, close the drapes, lock the door, then get ready to kill. I love that games used to be themselves, right? They used to be very diegetic and very meta in the sense that they fully believed that, you know, everything related to the game was the game itself. Like all of our actions, even in the menu screen, are parts of the game. Like when you load into a video game, especially older video games, you are whatever protagonist you are playing. You know, you are in that world. Now it's like, I don't know, I don't want to say that the love is lost, because I definitely find myself immersed more often than not in the games I play, but I'm also a lot pickier with games the older I get, and as well as the older I get, I notice that my taste is refined, obviously, but like there's, you know, seldom do I find a game that just sticks with me anymore. And there have been plenty, don't get me wrong, but you know, nothing is like I would have played Manhunt for the first time around 2005, realistically. Roundabouts 2005. By the time Manhunt 2 came out, I would have been definitely old enough to consciously be like playing Manhunt and being okay. The second one would have been out by then. Anyways, I remember playing these, and it was really difficult to get my hands on a copy. And you know, I had my parents were relatively liberal in terms of the media I could consume, but they also monitored like my exposure to certain things as a child, like any good parent would, or any good parent should. So you know, I had to be sneaky for a lot of stuff, and you know, I probably had nightmares or whatever as a result. But I am, you know, I'm locked here in this room. The drapes are drawn, the lights are off, and it is well past my bedtime, so I can't think of a better time to play.
Looks like this goes all the way to the top. I can't trust anyone, least of all the police, and time's running out. I've got to get the one piece of evidence that will expose Starkweather without a shadow of a doubt. Footage and testimony of a man who was executed by the state 5 hours ago. James Earl Cash, found guilty and sentenced to death, has been on death row for the past 3 years and was executed last night.
Hey, tough guy, wake up. You're not dead. Well, not yet, anyway. You're getting a second chance. Another throw of the dice. As far as the world is concerned, you died back in the chamber. Justice was served. James Earl Cash is rotting in hell. Hey, get a grip and calm down. You're probably suffering from shock, and I'm here to help. Pick up the earrings. Put it on. Go on. That's better. Now only you can hear me. And that's the way you're gonna want it, because I'm your only way out of here. Hey, easy. Look, you've had an unexpected reprieve. Do exactly as I say, and I promise this will be over before the night is out. These streets are being patrolled by gangs. They're scum, just like you. And they're here to hunt you down and cut you up. I'll try to direct you as best I can, but other than that, you're on your own. It's up to you. Okay, are you ready? Camera, action.
Okay, so that was the introduction to Manhunt. We know that a reporter is interested in our case specifically, and she is trying to track down Starkweather, who is not specifically mentioned as the director, but we can infer that. Plus, we know the game's been out for 2 decades now. If you haven't got a chance to play Manhunt for yourself and you don't want a spoiler experience, or you want a spoiler-free experience, you want to play it for yourself, check it out on Steam. This is not the place for spoiler-free experiences. And you see here, man, we were fighting the orderlies on the table to get our sodium pentothal, hydrogen bromide, potassium chloride injection. Someone wanted us alive and well. Look at those rats, giant river rats moving around. You hear our heartbeat in our ears. We have woken up. I think it's cool that the game mentions that we can check the director's tips or advice anytime in the menu. So they really do lean into this, like I said, like these early 2000s games do. Early video games, you really leaned into their personality. And Manhunt is a shining example of leaning into your personality. This is what I would call the inspiration for, like, grit core. I don't know what else to call it. Like, grime core. Filthbreed, Condemned 1, Condemned 2, games like Cruelty Squad that are just foul and nasty. I love them. I absolutely love them. I don't know what that genre's called. Maybe I'll do something on that. But Carcer City, in the Rockstar universe, is the foulest place imaginable. How bad is it? Bad. There is rampant crime, and by the time that we get here, which is in the early 2000s, the city, for the most part, not only is in a total state of disrepair, as evidenced by the junked cars and trash in the streets, but Starkweather, the director, has been able to totally set up, or totally take over pieces entire pieces, entire streets of the city to film his snuff films with no response from the police, the law. Let's see here. It's our first opportunity. The longer we hold down either the action or action 2 button, the more vicious the execution. So we have to creep up. You see, there's an abandoned SWAT van up there, as well as a abandoned shopping mall.
Please,
we'll get to that
let
later.
him come my way. I gotta get a kill.
Go on!
Alright, here we go. You see the triangle reticules turn red when it's the most vicious.
I'll be frank with you. We set that jump up to see if you had what it takes to be our leading man. A little audition, if you will.
And you see, James Earl Cash is an interesting protagonist because he's not a hero. He's most definitely the right man at the wrong time, at the very wrong time. But he has no problem killing, and it's not ever discussed, and it still hasn't been discussed why he was in prison in the first place. But it can be assumed that it was murder or some other violent crime. He is very comfortable killing, and he's very comfortable killing in a variety of ways with a variety of different weapons, and that makes him unique. And here we get to our introduction to the stealth elements of Manhunt, which are surprisingly fun. Last time I played this in full, I played on an original Xbox. I used to collect old consoles. Alright, gang, so I did go ahead and attempt this part just to make sure that it actually works. So the patch that I have downloaded is a legit patch, and it sure does work. You see here, we have a yellow execution, which is considered less gruesome than the red. He's talking about himself. He is the audience right now. But you see him using his knee to strike the face of the hunter there. While we're talking about hunters, let's talk about their design, right? These guys are called the Hoods, and these guys are painkillers. Replenish 50% of our health at a time. Very good to know. Be on the lookout for them. This takes place over the course of a night, too. So all this is one night, mind you. See the basketball court down below.
From here on in, we're gonna need some fighting skills to get through the action. We're talking toe to toe. I know you've got the balls, so just give me the best you've got, and you'll deal with this pussy, no problem. The gate will open once I'm done filming here.
Okie dokie.
You're giving yourself away, haven't you?
Okay, so we block automatically. We can jab and strike harder if we press the right mouse button. So we're gonna throw a combo together.
You're gonna pay for that.
So as you know, you see this guy here wearing a red sack mask almost, right, and a leather vest with a open chest tattoo,
I can't take.
sporting the Hood's logo on the back, which is just a big H. It's a decentralized. Oh wow! It actually works. Fantastic! I am thrilled. I am thrilled to see this working. You know how long I've had this in my Steam inventory and haven't been able to play it? But he's got the black boots laced up, cuffed pants. This is actually a pretty typical footwear seen in some neo-Nazi groups, as well as punk groups. So given the context of these guys, you can imagine who we're dealing with. But the hoods consist of low-level criminals. They consist of off-duty cops, all sorts of stuff. So pay attention to what we see here and the characterization, which is where Manhunt really, really shines. What is that there? That is a shiv. Ah, yes. We have to watch out. To watch out for patrolling hunters. Alright, so we have to be on the lookout for hunters moving forward. These guys, the hoods, consist of all manner of low-level thugs.
I know you're here somewhere.
You notice that these guys
Nothing here but rat shit.
in particular don't carry weapons, which I find really interesting.
I'll show these guys.
Especially in
Ain't no pussy.
especially in the context of a snuff film. Like, they're getting paid to beat Cash to death, right? If they find him. And the fact that they're...
I knew you'd be a natural.
Man. The fact that they're doing this with no weapons is quite interesting to me, right? And it definitely shows an additional layer of grit, I think, associated with this. Or perhaps it shows a level of danger. Perhaps it shows a level of danger that you don't necessarily think about. Like, these guys that are paid to hunt down Cash aren't armed. Perhaps they're lied to about the severity of the situation, right? Perhaps they think it's something other than what it truly is. That makes me think. We're gonna get this guy with the red, I do believe. Uh-oh. Lights out. Yeah, so this is where the stealth routes really shine bright. You can't kill people right on top of each other. You know, the executions make noise. So does fighting, running around, clamoring, you know, all these things. We can trick them, though, using trash cans in the environment and all sorts of different stuff. This is what I'm going to do, though.
That's Doug screwing around. I swear he'll get more than a few words from me.
The characters are, you know, back in...
You can't hide forever, you moron.
Back in the early 2000s, games were really fleshed out, too. They just had this, like...
God damn, it's him. I swear, guys. I mean, crap, it's like trying to catch a... Oh, screw this.
If you look over on the right while we're trying to get an angle on this guy, you'll see a...
Oh, where did that man go? You think I'm an idiot? Looks like we got a beating. He's here. Guys, he's over here.
I'm gonna try to lose him.
Oh, yeah. I still... Oh, you're messing with the man.
Ah, Christ. I can lose him for sure.
Marathon?
Okay, I got him. Oh, and it actually brings me to my talking point. This is a Valiant Video van,
That
and
kid's gotta be around here someplace.
Valiant Video is the company that Starkweather owns and uses to produce these snuff films. I think it's Valiant Video is the distributor, which is owned by another individual. Ah, Christ, we lost him. It's okay, we'll get him here. Sometimes you just gotta take the L on the quality of the execution. And it's not like we're going for completionist or anything, but...
You're getting me all flustered here.
Alright, very good. Not what the director said, but very good. I think part of the controversy was not only... I mean, it's a very to-the-point game, right? Like, you are James Earl Cash. You are a convicted violent felon. You are on death row, and you have been saved by a snuff film director. This is an early part. The internet was in its infancy at this point in time, and urban legends were wild, right? And the ability to, I don't know, people's, like, their knowledge of certain things. This is before people knew that, you know, snuff films didn't necessarily exist behind every, you know, behind every mysterious website there, or behind every, you know, burned DVD that you found at the, you know, in the back of a Hollywood video. There wasn't a snuff film on it. It's just a certain emptiness here, isn't there? With the discarded shopping carts, the stains covering the ground. It's, you know, it's funny because at this time in American history, you know, the American ideals of, or the American populace had yet to, this wasn't the reality faced, right? This scene right here, this poverty-stricken scene wasn't the everyday Americans. It wasn't the standard of American life, right? When I was growing up, you know, malls hadn't died. The concept of malls being a focal point for shopping still existed, right? There wasn't this overwhelming and alarming sense of urban decay in, you know, the major cities like there is now. Do you know how many buildings I pass on a day-to-day basis that are abandoned? Do you know how many homeless people I pass in the same day? Right? It's jarring. It is jarring that there are so many. I remember apartments being this like mystical concept as a child. And now I look at apartments and I can't turn my head without looking at an apartment building. Or don't get me started on landlords, which we've talked about before. But, you know, a human being owning the property, owning multiple properties for human beings to live in, it just really rubs me raw. And I'm not advocating for anything. I'm just... I think landlords are the scum of the earth. But, you know, I look around and I'm like, man, I think I know exactly where Carcer City is. It's in my backyard. You know, it was a portrait of...
Do it!
It was a portrait of America that I don't think people were ready for. And I think it was so shocking because this wasn't...
Oh man, that was good.
This wasn't the, you know, I don't know. This is where it gets muddy trying to talk about the concepts felt by the American populace in 2003 and now, because I was a boy in 2003 and I don't have the greatest understanding of what it was like, but I remember I have these vague memories of a time that, you know, I lived through, but I didn't experience, you know, the same way that my parents did, or, you know, whoever the hell. Like, I'm in that weird group of 90s kids that are, you know, it's like the meme that you see all the time. Born too late to explore the earth, too early to explore the stars. You know, for us, for the middle children of history, as people call it, as Tyler Durden called it, from Fight Club, funnily or hilariously enough, we don't have like a great war. We don't have a Great Depression. We don't have, I mean, we've got the, you know, this bizarre dystopian reality that's being crafted for us. It's like a quiet apocalypse, and we're just kind of watching everything rot. And I don't know, we're trying to deal with it in bizarre ways, humorous ways. Oh, down the hatch we go. Ah, look at us. Pretty good. We did not get a time bonus. Hey, we did pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Alright. We'll save our game and continue on here. Doorway into
You're
hell.
doing fine, Cash. Just fine. We're getting some great material here. Keep going.
Alright, it is 5 in the morning. It is way too early for me to be talking about the decay of America and all that stuff. I think I am getting a little a little in too deep, if you will, with some of these concepts and trying to talk about them while sleep deprived. That rat just exploded. I see the camera. I think that's a friendly camera. I've been playing a lot of Hitman. Oh, baby. Ah, yes. What a great detail. You see his pee is actually hot.
Way to go. You're getting the hang of this.
Ooh. One-handed weapons like the bat are blue objects. They are not lost after use, but make noise. You can select individual weapons using the 4 inventory item buttons. So, middle mouse button for you PC guys out there. You see the weapon hanging off of her hip. That's actually a really cool detail for a game of this time. We're going to use our one-use weapons as much as possible. Ooh. I don't like that. There's an awful droning coming from God knows where. See this dilapidated house. Everything's so run.
Make some noise. Hit something. That should get his attention.
Okie dokie, director. You got it.
Free for all!
Oh.
Free for all! Free for all!
Oh, God. Alright. I think I have successfully escaped.
I think he doubled back.
Yeah, the stealth system is definitely a little
I
wonky.
can see you.
It's a little wonky.
Lost him. Damn.
It's a little wonky, but it's passable. Okie dokie.
Come
Oh wow,
on,
he
this
walked
is
right
boring,
by
man.
us.
Come out and fight.
Alright, we're gonna give him the...
Hey,
Oh,
nice.
God. Alright, we gave him a good amount of the
Think I'm
business.
blind?
I was hoping you didn't see me. Alright, we're gonna give him the business. We just gotta beat on him a little bit. Eventually he'll walk in front of us, and then we'll execute him. And that's just the way it is. Uh-oh.
Okay, so I scare you. It's understandable.
Raise the shithead.
Let's see if we can get a red here. Yep. Oh, wow. Yeah, so you see him using the cudgel to break the hunter's neck. It seems like the game's definitely taking the neck snapping. Okay, well, we're not going to walk on gravel then. Yeah, the game's definitely taking the neck snapping, or making neck snapping seem like it's like super. It's more gritty, more visceral, which I suppose it is. I mean,
I can smell the bastard. I know I can. Nah, not a thing.
this close quarters violence is definitely nasty, loud, and personal. Alright, gang. So, I could, go on and on about, like, why people felt as if Manhunt was the devil incarnate. But I think... Ah, cool. Okay. And we also have to hide, don't we? No. We do not. Interesting. Yeah, Manhunt caused a hell of a lot of controversy. Some of it undeservingly so. Most of it undeservingly so, honestly. And,
You're gonna have to find something to bust that padlock.
I think for the most part, what we're going to do, as we continue to play this, is I'm not going to look at it from a subjective standpoint and what I think what I think about its content now, because I don't think it matters now. Okay. Anyways, yeah, like the quality of games is very, very different now. So this just, by modern standards, this doesn't even make you scratch your head, So if there are specific, like, overtly gruesome parts, we'll talk about that. But otherwise, I'm just gonna play it for what it is and enjoy it. Because I think there's a lot to enjoy here without the sensationalism that was Manhunt in the early 2000s. I mean, my God, it was just, it did become revered up into urban legend status. And I think because of everyone's ubiquitous opinion of it, and the content, that is definitely worth mentioning. But I don't think it is worth mentioning it over and over and over again, So, we're going to play the game and enjoy sneaking around in the shadows as James Earl Cash, who is a really cool character, and he's not this, there's a lot of evidence to suggest that Cash isn't just a cold-blooded maniac, or not a... I think there was a theory that he was a serial killer. The most realistic theory is him being I think one of the more realistic theories was Cash being a contract killer. But he's really, really sentimental when it comes to his family, which is something I find interesting. Let me see, the camera's facing us.
Oh!
Oh, I got him. Oh,
I knew
nice.
you'd be a natural.
Hey, not too shabby. See, Starkweather's influences allowed him to create this. Allowed us to create this pseudo playground. This twisted, sick playground for us to stomp around in. That looked like a pile of gore on the ground back there. Several piles of. Oh, wow. We're gonna have to unpack that here in a moment.
You're getting me all flustered here.
Oh, neat. Okay. So we have classes. I think yellow would be firearms. So we have green, disposable, red, heavy, blue, or light. Here. Now, this is interesting. You know, this seems a little above the pay grade of simple hoods that have been hired for a night of violence. Like, you know, I'm no expert on violent crime or anything like that, but this is a pile of gore featuring multiple humans or animals, regardless of where the gore came from. And judging by the 5 corpses hanging from meat hooks in this house, inside of this warehouse district, I'd wager that it wasn't the hoods who put them there. That is a layer, or a level, I should say, of depravity that is beyond regular criminal elements. Like, beating someone to death, yeah, sure. A stabbing, yeah, sure. You know, torture is much, much more rare, especially with, like, simple street gangs. Very good. We've hit a save point. We have to watch our footing. But definitely get to see the... Here's the crowbar you wanted. Is Gordon Freeman gonna pop out of a birthday cake? Oh.
They don't need your charity cash. Don't give them an edge.
Oh, I'm not giving them an edge. I'm actually giving them quite the opposite. I have the edge here. I have the only edge.
You're dead meat! Oh, Carl, man. I told you to watch this guy. Shit!
You can see the humanity in them, which is interesting. Not unheard of, but definitely a neat attribute. Oh, man. I'm gonna try to dip and dodge. Find a place to hide. Here we go. And just like that.
Crafty son of a bitch. Gave me the slip.
I really, really like this concept of a manhunt, right? And it's a concept that I am just shocked hasn't been portrayed more often in media since the original Manhunt. I mean, the concept, it's not like, you know, Rockstar owns the rights to this. And I wonder if, you know, part of it is like respect for Rockstar for creating this, something that created so much, just so much controversy. Whether or not people didn't want to do it again. I mean, there's been a ton of really dark media come out since Manhunt, and, you know, horrific horror games and material. Like Outlast is is an example for you know, what would be considered over-the-top grotesque horror. Oh, we're gonna get this guy. See, this guy's like a,
no running gimp here.
this guy's like a portrait
Hey,
of
you!
it.
I see you, you
Ah,
fucking
Christ.
pussy!
Don't hide in the shadows there. You think you know best? On you go.
Like a portrait of a 90s burglar. Definitely struggling with this segment just a little bit. It'll come to us.
I'm gonna fuck you over.
We'll come into our own here momentarily. We've been doing pretty good. I mean, we're good at evading the enemy for sure. It's just keeping,
Must have been a cat or something.
because we have to, you know, we have to crouch walk to get up to him to maintain our stealth.
Just keep hitting the bastard.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
Probably find the bastard under a rock someplace.
I think we might be able to get him here. Yeah, we're definitely going to.
Leave it to
Oh,
the
for God's sakes.
Oh yeah, gonna grab me a souvenir.
Get freaky.
Here we go. Anyone who self-refers to themselves as the Crusher is no longer deserving of their cranium.
A crowbar, that would be ideal for smashing a padlock, say?
Another interesting... Nice. Okay, so we have our crowbar double functions as a tool. Another interesting thing, around this same time period, I think it was 2004, the Punisher game came out. And I don't know about you, I love the Punisher. I'm a big fan of the Punisher Max series of comics. And there was a new line of Punisher comics that came out that were more realistic, but they also had a lot of the comic references. Like there was a scene with Captain America, I believe. He took a much more realistic form, right? It was really neat. Like his, instead of wearing you know, the Kevlar Punisher vest that everyone's associated with the Punisher for forever, it was a modern plate carrier with a
Okay, you dumb.
I mean it, Cash. I want footage of executions, not half-assed free-for-alls.
Show yourself, you clown.
where the skull was the plate itself. It was like protruding. Oh, Jesus Christ. And he did give him the Freeman treatment. He put the prying end of that crowbar right through his chest. What's the use button? F? No, that's turn around. X? No, that's... What is my use button game? I don't think we've gone over this. I haven't had to use anything. Is it the U button? I'll find it. It's one of these keys. It's got to be one of them. Okay, tab is my cycle button. That's actually really good to know. And the num keys. We're going to have to consult our keybinds. Ah, spacebar. Interesting. Interesting. Would not have expected that. Alright, gang. We are continuing on. Oh, yes. The House of Horrors. This looks quite similar to the hallway of Nope. In Cry of Fear. The bloody mess that was. This looks like a basement. It's not good to go into random basements. Oh, it's a torture chamber. Of course it is.
Okay, this is what I like to call a setup. This guy will fight dirty, but once you're through with him, I'll open the next door.
Ah, okay. We've been set up. Set up indeed.
Gonna grab me.
Okay. I'm just gonna beat him to death. Look at us swinging in the air. Oh my god, he's putting a beating on me. Alright.
Never stop!
Is everybody satisfied with my performance? Starkweather? Are you satisfied with that? Is that what you wanted? You feel good about that? This is the same basement that I imagine every Red Room is filmed in. The dirty white tiles, the drain in the floor, the concrete bottom. It's like a... Hell, the basement from Cry of Fear looked just the same. Hey, look at that. Another scene completed. Born Again, baby. That was... What was that? Stairway to Hell? Gateway to Hell? I think it was Stairway to Hell. Road to Ruin. These are, as you can imagine, aptly named as well. Oh, come on. There we go.
Shit!
Oh.
It must be him.
Oh.
Don't you play hard.
I'm so fast, I'm so fast, I'm so fast, and I'm so invisible. I'm hiding in the corner.
Freaking shithole.
Don't worry about me. I'm just hiding in the corner. Oh, I've got
He's hiding like a pussy.
one,
a little scaredy cat.
2, 3. Ooh. Ah, yes.
Great. You're getting a real taste for this.
Not the spine. Hit him in the spine. Cash, you hit him in the spine. Oh my god, I feel like my sanity's dwindling. What I wouldn't give, man, to go back. I mean, if I could go back to the early 2000s with my wife and like my cat, and you know, I don't really care for modern amenities, like my phone and whatnot. I really don't care. But if I had a nice PC, nice for, you know, 2005, I'd love to go back and just enjoy.
Make me come over there. Just show yourself.
I think we got somebody's attention. We're gonna send them. We're gonna send them to hell. Yes. Hello, Devil Man. It would be very helpful if you would turn around. Very good. Let's see what the yellow one looks like. Oh. That's pretty rough. The Freeman Express. It's the express ride to the graveyard. That was an awful boring joke. Whew. I love how I decide to record at 5 in the morning when I know I'm going to be exhausted. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do. We're gonna play Ready or Not, which requires my utmost tactical precision.
Stop smoking.
And then start Manhunt, the most controversial game of the early 2000s, where I know I'm gonna have to talk about it, and I'm over here like, bop, bop, bop. You know, I'm out here mumbling.
Wherever you are.
Do you think hunters get together and make their outfits together? Or do you think Starkweather has like a costume designer? Because they're really, I mean, honest to God, if you were in a situation like this, you just woke up and were thrown into a manhunt situation unarmed, it'd be pretty horrific to be inches away from somebody, this like large, violent individual covered in blood and scars, and I've got a shirt on that says like, you know, mess you up, and you know what I'm talking about, or like eat you or something like that. Just ooh. Okie dokie. Did anybody get my memo? James Earl Cash wants your attention. Interesting. Still nothing. Okay. Yeah, I think James Earl Cash is a really cool character, though. I think, what was it, Leo Casper and... Oh, okay. That scared me a little bit, honestly. Daniel Lamb, that's his name.
We should bring a bloodhound next time.
Should bring a bloodhound next time. No.
I don't care if it takes all night. I'm gonna find you.
I'm gonna find you first. I am the bump in the night.
That's right. You keep hiding in the trash where you belong.
See, I like how the camera perspectives actually shift. It'd be cool if we looked up and saw a camera, you know, to denote that we are actually partaking in a snuff film. And, you know, you see the cameras all over the place.
You're doing great, kid. Grade A stuff. Now, find your way to the cellar door.
Find our way to the cellar door. You know what? I will do that. I will do that, director. Not like I have a choice. Ah, I see. I see. Okay.
Better just cut and run now.
That lure didn't work. Oh. It worked pretty good, honestly. I'm actually genuinely surprised. I'm more surprised that he can't see me, standing almost in the middle of the room. I know that the stealth is... No, you're not hearing anything. And lights out. No, I really think that James Earl Cash could definitely do with a sequel. Same with...
You're gonna turn the slash world on its head.
Maybe not a sequel, but it'd be cool to see some expanded content related. Oh, that's okay.
Eyes and ears.
Yeah, that's right. Cover your eyes and the nasty man.
Okay. Follow me.
That blew the cobwebs away.
Yeah, I'd like to see some expanded content or a new character. Like, this is with the rise of, like, lost media, creepypastas and stuff, I really think there would be, I really think there is enough of an audience. Not only that, but just riding on the coattails of Manhunt itself. There is plenty... There are plenty of people that would play a game with this concept again. Just a little something to take the edge off, I say as I hold a crowbar between my middle and first finger. I think I got his attention. I think. Did I, question mark?
Why do you chicken shits always want to hide, huh?
Yeah, there he is. Come to me. Like Nosferatu. I'm Nosferatu with a crowbar.
Hell, I can't find nothing.
Well, this guy has a, forgot to mention, this guy has the word hate written across his face. His mask. His very interesting mask, if I may add. Yellowish greenish walls inside here. I'd love to check that out. The rotten wallpaper, the mounds of gore. I'm telling you, man, I really hesitate to think that it's all human. I think that they've probably produced this stuff, or that he uses these scenes. I mean, obviously it's a war zone here. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at the amount of rubble blocking off a street. There's rubble everywhere. The entire city is ran down. I really would love to learn more about Carcer City as a whole and the lore here, because this place is a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. Oh, that's really cool. It looks like the bricks hanging out of his back pocket. I love the visceral inventory system, or it's actually attached to his body rather than just being invisible. I think that is really cool. And I'm asking I mean, the graphics are honestly incredible for 2003. And I'm asking a hell of a lot for it to run smoothly with OBS in the background, which is still running strong. Very good. Okay. So I'm supposed to pick up the bottle now. Okay. And do what with the bottle? Oh no, it's just giving me the option to. Let's stick to the shadows here. More corpses, man. They are busy. Busy bees here. Busy bees doing all sorts of nefarious nonsense. I'm about to get this guy with the bat. Oh yes. The hunters become the hunt. You know, they call them hunters because they are hunting me, but I'm the true hunter here. No, I am the leading man, after all. Wow, I saw an eyeball. You know, to think how... I wonder if there's a deeper story to the... to Carcer City being abandoned. You know, I wonder if it's like some type of Pripyat. Or if it's just totally ran down because of the... well, places get abandoned. It's a thing that happens. I almost held it too long. We almost lost it trying to get a red. It's another dead dude. Oh! Yep, go Hoods. Yes, I can. I have a abnormally high stamina bar compared to most characters.
I can smell you. I can hear you. Where are you?
I'm gonna kill you just like I did your buddy. And that is called the Gemini.
Why don't you?
Surprised that he didn't notice us. I wonder why they're all coming this way. It's kind of like they're sending them one after another. I'm not complaining by any means.
It's just a game, man. Don't put... Okay, so you want it the hard way, huh? It's just a matter of time. Must have been a garbage bag.
Turn around, devil. One, two, three. Is anybody keeping a kill tally yet? Someone start a kill tally for me. Maybe I'll do that in the in post processing. I'm having quite a lot of fun being back here in Manhunt. I haven't played in years. It's been hell, it's been just about a decade. Uh-oh.
Get ready, boys. He's coming.
Man, Alpha Team from Resident Evil just beat the brakes off me. Not cool. Not cool. Look at us. We're getting all these style points. We should have played on hardcore. Well, I guess you have to get the time bonus too. Alright, we're going to do one more. And then I'm going to go to bed. I am exhausted. We'll try to knock out this scene real quick. Here's the skinheads.
Okay, you limp dick faggots. Let's give Mr. Starkweather a show to remember. Move it!
Okay, so I lied. We haven't quite wrapped this gig up. But hey, you're having fun, right? There's a double gate that leads on through to our next location. Find it.
So, as you can imagine, these types of contracts that we don't sign with a pen and ink, these types of contracts have far-reaching consequences. And for James Earl Cash, who was fully expecting to die about 2 hours ago, you know, his night just took a turn for the worse. We've got a private security company, the Cerberus, employed by Starkweather to get us from point A to point B so he can keep making profit from us. Now, I doubt that there's any live streaming happen. I'm thinking that this is all getting taped as it's happening. It's probably getting produced as it's happening as well, but that doesn't account for any of the editing and all that. I have no idea how you'd edit a VHS tape. I don't, honestly, but I clearly it's something that happens or has happened, but I'm saying I don't have any experience editing VHS or cutting microfilm or anything like that. And you see here, we are now facing another enemy. A different entity, indeed. Just based on their appearance, these guys are no joke and hateful. Thou who is of hateful heart is of a hateful mind.
There's that son of a bitch!
Ah, God, I was trying to get away. Okay, we're gonna lose him, don't worry. Hey, I did get a,
Stop his face!
Very good. Something I found interesting about these Nazis is that, one, notice that they're blood covered, so they've been at this all night, or they just haven't changed. That's concerning. The indiscriminate murder here.
Shit, we can sort this out like gentlemen. What?
And that's a kill. The indiscriminate murder that we see here, like that individual in the beret whose name is Ramirez, killing one of these skinheads, and then just saying, "Hey, let's get started." You know, like nothing happened. It really goes to show like how deeply these individuals have fallen.
Careful. There's a bigot guarding the gate. If he sees you, you call his cheery buddies.
Okie dokie. There's a bigot guarding the gate. Well, I'm going to cause problems for everybody.
Sit there!
There is some credence that, and it's unknown whether or not it is confirmed,
You're getting the hang of this.
or whether or not the skins have been fed the information, but they refer to Cash as some pretty gnarly racially charged names, and it can be hypothesized that Starkweather fed them this information to get, you know, these particular insectoid brain-esque individuals riled up.
Come out and fight, you inbred monkey!
To commit acts of violence because of their walnut-sized brains and lack of hobbies.
Something fishy's going on over here now!
Kaboom. It's just a not so fun fact about this interaction here. If you see something, say something. You guys got me? If you see somebody lurking around, you let me know. You let me know and I'll make sure to get them. We've got a clean shot. One, two, three. And that.
You're gonna turn the slash world on its head.
Well, that's what we're trying to do, isn't it, Starkweather? I mean, it's not like you're paying me to do this. I'm doing it for the love of the game. Do I have to kill the rest of them?
We haven't got all night. Get out there and start killing!
What do you think I'm doing, Starkweather? Part of me thinks it's just, you know,
Damn. I gotta quit smoking.
again, their insectoid brains, you know, that can't think beyond their racial prejudices. That's why they're saying what they're saying to Cash. But there, you know, still exists the theory that they've been fed information, or Cash is of mixed race, which is interesting. Something to think about, something to chew on. It's about all I know about this particular scene. I've read a lot about Manhunt over the years. I feel like strangely qualified to talk about it, or talk about some of its bits and bobs.
Damn bleeding heart liberals.
I don't even know if that got his attention in the slightest. Nope, it didn't. Okay. Well, luckily for us, we can just sneak on in. Kill a Nazi.
This'll show those soft liberal pussies some proper justice.
Call me BJ Blackowitz. Call me Lieutenant Aldo Rain. I would love that knife, please. Thank you. Yeah, my name is Lieutenant Aldo Rain, and I am direct descendant of the mountain man Jeff Bridger. We got one job to do, and that's killing Nazis. And I'm going to make sure that each of you delivers to me 50 Nazi scalps. I don't actually know the exact dialogue. I'm so sorry for you inglorious bastards, I said friends. Jesus Christ, I need to go to bed. Fans out there, if I butchered that real bad. What the hell? Am I missing something? Wait a second. What the hell? Okie dokie. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Where doth thou want me to go, game? Is it just giving me a peek, like a preview of what's to come? There's no way. What the hell's this? Am I supposed to throw something at the gate power? No. Okay. All right. Strange. Let's loop around. Let's go back. Maybe it's just telling us that this is where we're meant to go. So I'm gonna fall back on our hunting knife here, and this is gonna be our main squeeze going forward. Oh, I see. Interesting. Yeah, that is kind of bizarre, isn't it? Oh yes, the hubcap, tire, and wheel graveyard. Very horrific. I always thought that was a secret on the ground. See, they've hung people over there, lynched them more like, especially considering this crowd.
There's a nail gun in that trailer, if you can stand the smell.
You know, when I think about this, okay. Okay, that was actually a pretty good throw. Let's try this. Oh, I hit him right square in the nog.
Feel your rotten soul, smell its putrid corruption.
Are you gonna open the... Yeah, very good. Come on. Come to Papa, come to Papa. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the mass hysteria here.
You test me.
And I know it's not quite hysteria. I mean, these individuals are here for monetary gain, but like the willingness to murder and to kill for monetary gain like this, especially in a group setting, it just seems. This is not the first time this has happened, mind you. You know, it seems just, I don't know, a little beyond. I have to trade my knife for the nail gun? It just seems a little beyond, like, base human depravity, you know?
Boys, I think I got some here.
He had a good ass kicking.
Alright. Alright, I am gonna switch. I'll switch on over to the blade.
Come on, you bunch of fucking pansies!
And switch back to the blade and do what I do best.
Come on, Cash. Get with the program. You can't give these guys an inch.
Okay, boys. Don't hold back.
What it makes me think of is in Condemned 2, the use of sonic emitters to cause the populace to lose their marbles and begin acting erratically and acting violently. Even people that, you know, shouldn't be affected. Now, I know a lot of it was marginalized groups, the homeless specifically, were being used by SKX, Serial Killer X, used for his twisted experiments, where he was implanting them with metal pieces, like the Oro. Twisted Omen. Now, that's never proven in this or ever talked about. I think it just really wants you to believe that you know, all this violence is just a Saturday afternoon. Oh, cool. Well, I don't have the required
You didn't think
item.
I'd let you out that easily, did you? It's an electric lock. Find the release switch.
Oh, well, luckily for me, I know exactly where the release switch is. I don't really, you know, if you're gonna make a stealth action game, you know, I'm gonna use your stealth elements. Okay, we got two dudes coming our way. Hopefully he'll turn around.
It's only natural. I can smell your tainted blood like rotten eggs. I can't find this goddamn freak anywhere.
I wonder if this is going to be quiet. Oh, that's a kill.
One of you guys got my back?
Might be able to get both of them right here. Not sure. I'm not seeing anybody else.
Some of you boys want to check this out?
He's calling a friend. I see him phoning a friend over
Heads
there.
up, boys. The skunk did him in real good.
Well, that's interesting.
There he is!
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. That was unprofessional of me. I think I got away.
None of damn stuff.
Mounds of garbage here. It's actually a really horrific area to be hunted. You know, anywhere that's not your own turf
I'd hide myself too if I was a shit-skinned ghetto dweller like you.
is definitely terrifying to be hunted through, but being hunted through, you know, unnatural
Come on out, you bean-eating chicken shit.
metal walls.
I know you're here. Shit, there
Surrounded.
ain't no half-breed here.
Surrounded by these wannabe racial purists, you know, Nat sock Nazi murderers, torturers, the hanged corpses of their victims, being the only other signs of human life we see outside of Starkweather over the radio, and those guys that dropped us off here that are immune to the reindeer games. Recently I rewatched 13 Ghosts, and its opening scene takes place with a ghost called
a monkey in a whorehouse.
Takes place at the with the ghost called the Juggernaut in the graveyard, or not, oh my god, the junkyard. I think junkyards are a really underutilized location for horror media specifically. We sure are bleeding them dry, I tell you what. There's more gore painted on the wall. So, it goes without saying that, you know, participating, and when I say participate, I mean like, you know, directing snuff films, like that being your life's work. That's pretty horrific stuff, right? That's one hell of a career path, isn't it?
I know that's gotta be him. Now, rat shit all over this place, like standing on goddamn raisins. Somebody get that plate!
Oh my god. Break away here. Oh, nope. Oh man.
Damn.
Okay. Oh, they did split up very good. Alright, we got one of them, then we'll run back and hide. We might not need to.
We got vermin.
Nope, he's gonna come to us. Fantastic.
Had it coming to him.
You know, lucky us. We got 2 and 1 there. Very good.
Oh man, that was good.
What I was saying was being forced to participate in this against your will. That's a class in and of itself. And then finally you have the people consuming this, the people that are buying this, right? Now that is sick, right? That is where the sickness lies.
There can be no haven from the justice of the Lord.
Oh yeah, and of course the religious fanatics.
Forgive me, Lord, he hath the devil's cloven feet.
Lights out. Another one bites the dust. I would like to go back over here and get those painkillers real quick. There we go. Let's make sure we're in the best possible shape moving forward. So what, does Starkweather just hire new actors once we kill them all? How's that work, I wonder what the what the process is. I think the lore behind this could have such a expansive spin-off. And I would consume every single piece of media. But gang, it is 5:50 in the morning. I am exhausted. I started this a little later than I most likely should have. But I wanted to get it out here. I wanted to play something for you guys, something a little different. Not different necessarily, but I don't know. The good old game. Like old controversial game. I did mention I'd like to play some. We played Blood Money recently. I'd like to play some of these good old games for the channel, and revisit them. Urban Chaos, The Punisher, Max Payne. I have all of these. Well, except for the first. Condemned to some of these classics for sure. So, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We have more content on the way as always. Something for everybody, no doubt. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know down below in the comment section. The comment section is the best place to get my attention. I read every comment. If you want to play Manhunt for yourself, that link will also be in the description, alongside the fix contained within Steam community, assuming you're using Steam. Oh wait, I did all my ifs. And remember to mind the gap, stalkers. Mind the gap. And have a good one. And remember, as well, a sleepy stalker is a stalker that is, how do you say? And remember, a sleepy stalker is a easy stalker to catch. Said some bloodsucker, probably. Have a good one.